Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. This week we share the delights of Warkwarth Castle and explore Amble Harbour Village before setting off for a very gentle passage on Eyemouth Harbour. Remember to give us a like if you enjoy our content.
It's another wet this morning. We had quite a bit of rain. It seems to have brightened up now. We were going to go out for the day, but we changed our mind because the weather was so iffy. But here we are, we're in Amble. We're on the harbour quayside. Behind me, I hope you might be able to see in the distance, Warkwarth Castle. That's where we were thinking of going, but we thought we'd show it to you because maybe we'll go another day. But here on the quayside are some really lovely little sort of beach hut shops. There's lots of little individual retailers here, none of your big chains, which is really, really nice. There's this lovely boathouse cafe, and we have just walked by an amazing fishmongers, which we're going to go back to later. We can't wait to do that. But over on the other side towards the left, you can see the entrance. It's pretty much low water, I think. So if we look back out, this is the way that we came in yesterday. You can see sort of a sandbank because of low water, and you can see a bit of a ruined sort of pier, wooden pier there. But outside the harbour entrance today, it's a little bit wild. It's the wind's picked up, got very breezy in the night, and it's fetching the waves in today. So that is why we're not sailing. So these are the little beach pod huts. They're along the front with the little shops in. We've seen a lovely one selling sausages on a stick and hot pork pies. There's a pet shop one. There's one selling clothes. We're going to go and have a look at these ones behind us and see what's inside them. Here's one selling all sorts of alcohol, special rums and gins. The mead and beer shop. We've got luminaire, sort of candles and things. Looking very lovely. The boat shed gallery, lots of prints and paintings, and a jewellery one.
We're having a disagreement about where I should stand to avoid the wind, so I'm really interested to see how windy this shot is. We've just been to the little pod here and bought ourselves a little key ring to hang on our notice board to reflect our little stop at Amble. We came here about, I don't know how many years ago it was, 5 years ago, more than that. And we saw these pods then, and a lot of them are the same ones, so they must do okay.
So we decided to have a little walk. We've walked along what is a bit of a pier out towards this stripy marker. This stripy marker was the port hand marker for when we came in the entrance yesterday. I don't know if you can see the green posts on the other side, but that's where we came in, so it's quite narrow. But today, the waves are rolling in. You'd surf in there, whereas where we came in yesterday, it was a bit rough either side, but once you got as far as the entrance, it was quite calm. Definitely not today. It is a nice view though today. Yesterday was so foggy, we didn't film it. We were so busy concentrating, it was raining. And today we've got lovely sunshine and we can actually see, I think this is called Coquette Island. And when we came by that yesterday, we sailed the other side of it. We saw lots of puffins, my first ever puffins.
Here we go, a delicious Sea Houses smoked kipper, sizzling in the pan. It's bought from local fishmongers in Amble, and I'm really looking forward to it.
So this morning We are eating some fish that we bought locally. There was a little seafood place not far from the marina, and this is a Sea Houses smoked kipper. And the fishmonger told us that it would have a more delicate flavour than a craster kipper, which we've not yet tried, and it wouldn't be quite as dry, and I think he's absolutely spot on. Even though I've not had a craster kipper, we had the Whitby kippers, and they were a much stronger, smokier flavour, which I still loved, and they were much drier in texture than these. These are absolutely delicious. Here we are on our berth in Amble. Looking this way, it's basically looking out towards the sea. It's the first day when we've had lovely sunshine and low winds, so the sea is calming down a bit today. We are heading out for a walk. We're going to walk upriver this way. Hopefully we're going to go to Warkwarth Castle. Here comes the skipper, and we're all ready to go. And down he gets. We're on our way to Warkwarth. We're walking up along the river, and there are these lovely sculptures. There's one behind me, which is like a big ball globe sort of shape, but it's made up of lots of birds out of stainless steel. It's really quite pretty. There's no information about these. The estuary looks lovely. We read a sign that said if we're lucky we might see otters here, which we didn't know, and we've seen eider ducks for the first time. And there's a notice that says that they don't come down much further south than where we are now, so that would explain why we'd seen them for the first time. Another sculpture there, it looks like a pair of wings, again out of stainless steel. It makes the walk interesting. So we've finished walking up a really big hill, which I wasn't expecting. I don't know why, we're visiting a castle, but there was a really big hill. We're here, it's behind me. So we're inside Warkwarth Castle, looking rather marvellous. We are joined in here by a lovely group of very young school children. It's lovely to hear all their voices. We're just enjoying an audio tour and a walk round. A pretty magnificent spot. Medieval castle. Quite a lot of it's still here to look at, which is rather nice. We're heading in this direction towards the main tower. Well, I'm stood up by the sort of main sort of keep area looking over the Bailey. What a great visit. Would really recommend it. Look at that. We picked a beautiful day too. So I've just climbed these stairs and I'm about to take an entrance in this rather grand building. Place is really intact, isn't it? I can't believe how much of it is still here. Incredible. Lots of different rooms and archways. Oh, do you think that was an old door? Looks like stairs, doesn't it? A food and fuel store. the goods fall. Oh wow. Amazing. It did say on one of the guides, the audio guides, that they had a tank room for storing water. And I think this is it. This is the water tank area. You can see that they had a complex system for sluicing through. They poured it into these troughs and it cleaned out all these sort of sluice areas where they poured out waste from the kitchens and the toilets and things like that and washed it through. Modern plumbing. So Alan has gone up these stairs. Go on. Let's see how we get on. I have quite a sore foot this morning. Oh, got a sprained ankle. So this exploring is doing a little tricky. So the video footage is a bit clunky. You never know why. Blimey. These are steep. I am holding on. I made it. Only just. Oh my gosh. Ooh, very posh. Oh. Here we go. We're in. Look at that. Amazing. We've finished looking around the castle now. We're going to head to the tea rooms, but it's been really fascinating. Really, really good day out. I would definitely recommend it. Good morning. We are in Amble Marina. It is a beautiful morning this morning. There's no wind, so we are going out, heading to Eyemouth. It is an open sky, virtually blue all along with the odd white fluffy cloud. As a result today, we've not got fog, we've got ice. There is ice on the pontoons, ice on the spray hood, a frosty deck, but I'm sure if we're careful, we'll be absolutely fine. It's melting quite rapidly with the sun coming on it. We've got lots of frost in the shadows. Well, we have just cleared Amble Harbour. You can see the port hand marker there, the stripy red and white, and the green post. It had a few little waves on the way out, but other than that, nice and smooth. It was easy to come out this morning with no wind inside. It's much calmer out here than it's been on previous days. We're heading in a northerly direction over there. We got a beautiful start. The skipper has already made breakfast. We've had delicious egg and bacon soft white rolls this morning, and I can tell you it was awesome.
And mushrooms.
Oh, and mushrooms apparently. It's relatively calm, and the sea has calmed down quite nicely out here. It looks quite nice, fluffy white clouds, what we want. We're just heading towards the headland. I'll get a shot in a minute. So we can see the headland on the left. I think we're just crossing Alnwick Bay. I'm feeling quite good this morning. I've been feeling a little seasick on the last few journeys, the first ones of the season. It's been quite sort of rolly out here. We've had a side swell. It's not quite so bad today, so I'm feeling a little better. So that's all good. So we're doing about 6.1 knots, 15 metres of water. And you can see our track on the GPS. Just heading around Marmouth Scars. Just bringing us out a little further north than our waypoint. I want to make sure we miss any rough water. We're just sailing past this castle. Not sure what it's called, but I think it's something like Dunstable or Dunstable Castle. But it's looked quite impressive as we've come by. A few clouds appearing. Wind is extremely variable today. We're making good progress. We've been going for about, I don't know, an hour and a half or so. It's about a 6-hour passage. But it's all looking fine and dandy. We're motoring because the wind is all over, like I said. But lovely morning. We're just getting our first glimpses of the Farne Islands there. Really good clear view today. And if I just pan around a little bit, you can see the mainland on the left. I believe we're heading through the gap. Our speed is picking up. We seem to be picking up some tide, which is sluicing through this gap. So I think we're going to go through quite quickly. There, our speed has gone up to 6.8. We're shooting through the gap. We were doing about 6 knots, maybe 6.1. Haven't quite got the full sparkly sea effect, but a little bit. It's something I always love when we're out on passage. Look at that. A beautiful view.
Here we are at the Farne Islands. These are, I think they're RSPB owned, and they are famous for their bird colonies. They're also allegedly David Attenborough's favourite place on earth. So that's a proud boast, isn't it, for someone who's travelled as far and wide as David Attenborough. This is the place that he rates the highest, interestingly. So there we are. We're not going to be going in because the tide's not with us today, but we might come back.
As we're coming past the Farne Islands, we're getting a lovely view of Warkwarth Castle too. It looks rather spectacular up there on the hill. There's beautiful sandy beaches here in the northeast. Lots of people walking on the beach today. Oh, it's just so relaxing. We're getting another view of the Farne Islands. Now we've come round the other side. I can see them. Oh, hopefully I won't fall over. Going off into the distance over there at the centre of the screen. There is a little boat out there. It's the tourist boat going out to have a look at the islands. I think one of them is an RSPB nature reserve. This one, I think. We're just coming into Eyemouth harbour entrance. We're passing these rocks called the Huskers. Quite distinctive, breaking waves. We are quite close to shore before we can even see this entrance. Here's the entrance, and you can see the beach literally metres beyond it. So in we go. Quite excited about this one. It's quite narrow. It's about 17 metres wide, I think. So you have to radio in to make sure that they can get you in, and there's nothing coming out when you're trying to go in because there's no passing room. So an interesting thing about Eyemouth. Here we are. We're passing through. Alan seems to think that locally they give it a nickname, the Canyon. So we're inside the harbour walls now. It's very calm now in here, and it's straight on down. Apparently when we get to that wall, obviously we've got to turn around to the right. We should see a visitor's pontoon, fingers crossed. Here we are, Eyemouth Harbour, all snugged in, heading ashore to explore, probably check in as well. Well, this is us moored up in Eyemouth Harbour. Fantastic little spot. We are currently on the old fish market, and it's being regenerated. We can see all these outdoor space here with all these little seats. Lots of these harbourfront buildings have been developed as businesses, lots of restaurants, chip shops, that sort of thing. And then as I turn around, they have got sort of pods. They're called pods, like this building here. They put them on the front to attract new businesses. It all is rather lovely in the sunshine today.